Hello and welcome. It is my great pleasure to introduce the unveiling of Astrum. Good evening. My name is Susan Fancy, and I was the project manager for the Sunrunner team. I started the solar car team 34 years ago, almost to the day. And it is my great pleasure to tell you briefly the story of how the team got started. We are all here tonight really by accident. So I'm a native-born Detroiter. I love cars, and I grew up in my teen years drag racing. So one of those people who used to race on Woodward and Telegraph and Gratiot. I was arrested for driving on no license. And when I arrived at U of M to pursue my engineering degree, I joined the Society of Automotive Engineers. They had a student section. And there was another group of students who were trying to build a methanol-powered car. They had entered a competition for that, and it was not going well. And they noticed me driving around town with my hot rod. And so they recruited me and said, hey, can you help us? I'm like, sure, I'd be glad to help you. It was 3 months before race time. They had not done anything. I didn't know alcohol fuels, and it was a disaster. We came in second to last place of the rod knock, which is what happens right before the engine blows up. It was terrible. It was really embarrassing. And so the car came back to Ann Arbor on a flatbed, and we're unloading it at Autolab. And another student approached me. His name's Bill Kaliatos, and he said, hey, I wrote a proposal to build a solar-powered car for this race GM is sponsoring, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to lead the team. Will you do it? I said, sure. It could have been a sausage power card. I would have said yes, because I wanted another chance. And so needless to say, we're here today. I got a team built, and we did really well. We took first in the American race and third in the world event. We almost beat Honda. We did beat Toyota. And one of the things that I learned from all of this was what can happen when a group of people show up every day and bring their best selves forward. That's what we did. We were all about process. We never dreamed we would win the American race. We just wanted to put our best selves forward. And I love that I learned that lesson really early on. That horrible old adage, life is a journey, not a destination. We weren't focused on winning. We were focused on being our best. And our team tonight, I think, has a really, really good chance of breaking the glass ceiling that the solar car team has been experiencing for a few decades of not being able to get past second. I think that this team has a really good shot at taking first. And whatever your relationship to this team is, I would love for you to reflect just for a moment. Who do you know on this team, and how can you help support that person or people being their best? Is there anything else you can do? One thing I know for sure, cash is always needed. And food, nice, high-quality food. So I'll put in a plug for those and would love to welcome to the stage Adam Jankelowitz. Welcome, Adam.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Susan. As Susan said, my name's Adam Jankelowitz, and I'm the business director of the University of Michigan Solar Car team. When listening to Susan speak, there was something that caught my ear as business director. Yes, cash and food are definitely things that we'd always appreciate, especially when we're in Wilson, late at night, early in the morning, getting everything ready. So, thank you to all of you for coming out this evening. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you on stage today as we unveil our 17th car, Astrum. When most people think about the team, they think about the car, right? You think about what's standing beside me here on stage under this cover. However, there's so much more when you look beneath the surface. For over 3 decades, the University of Michigan Solar Car team has strived to be one of the world's most innovative and competitive solar racing teams. It has also served as a catalyst for inspiring the next generation of leaders, innovators, and problem solvers. And this is only possible because of all of you. Whether you're an alumni, parent, professor, industry partner, supporter, whatever you are, thank you. And it's only because of each and every one of you that we're all here this evening. Whenever I'm asked what makes our team so successful, I don't hesitate in my response. It isn't just our world-class engineers who design and build a spaceship for the road. It isn't just our savvy operations team that ensures we have everything we need to test and race Astrum. And it isn't just our incredible communications team that ensures that the world learns and sees everything we do. And it isn't just a group of fantastic partners and supporters who propel us to heights never thought to be possible. It takes a village to build one of the best solar vehicles on the planet, and I know that when we work together, anything is possible. I'd like to take a moment to thank some very special people and organizations that have gone above and beyond in supporting this team and its mission. Those would be our platinum and premier sponsors: Ford Motor Company, Roush Advanced Composites, Amprius Technologies, Siemens Digital Industries, and First Solar as our premier sponsor. Now, there is one organization that I left off that list. And in case it wasn't obvious, it's our team's namesake, the University of Michigan and University of Michigan College of Engineering. As one of the world's premier research institutions, this university has vast resources, allowing us as a team to thrive and to succeed in all of our endeavors. And it is because of this great university and every single person in the university and the wider Wolverine community that we're able to do so. Just for a moment, I'd like to take a second to pause to share a video with all of you from University of Michigan President Santa Ono. Thank you.
Hello, University of Michigan Solar Car team. I hope you're doing well during these busy and exciting days as you continue to work tirelessly through your car's manufacturing phase. I want you to know you have deep support from the entire University of Michigan community for your unwavering dedication and passion for competition and innovation. The World Solar Challenge is an exceptional event that brings together the brightest minds from around the world to showcase the future of sustainable transportation. I am so pleased by your progress and have every confidence you will make us proud. As you forge ahead, creating, shaping, and innovating, remember that you are building far more than a solar car. You are nurturing a dream that will inspire future generations of Wolverines to break through boundaries and make a profound impact on our world. In the face of unexpected challenges and exhaustion, your resilience and determination are a testimony to the spirit of our university to be and become the leaders and best. As you embark on your exciting journey to the 2023 World Solar Challenge, know that the University of Michigan community stands behind you. We take great pride in your achievement, and we look forward to celebrating your success. I'm certain that through your dedication, determination, and ingenuity, that you will make a lasting impression on the global stage. Go fast, go smooth, go blue.
Thank you, President Ono, and go blue. As President Ono said, we're doing so much more than just building a solar car, but inspiring and nurturing the next generation of leaders, and hopefully bringing forward a better future for us all. And that doesn't just apply to our team, of course, but rather the university as a whole. Every single corner and every single inch of this university is a hotspot for bringing forward the next generation of leaders and innovators. And in order to create such an incredible environment, you need an incredible support structure to allow students to thrive here in Ann Arbor. Whether you're the folks who helped us make sure we got the legal paperwork figured out to be here this evening, or the beautiful sponsor banners that you all passed coming in this evening, all of that is thanks to this incredible university that allows us to be the team that we are. So thank you to all of you. Now there's one person at the university that takes us to another level. Whenever we need anything, night, day, team-related, personal, whatever it is, she's there to help us and treats us as her #1 priority, even though she's responsible for countless other organizations. I had the pleasure of racing with her last summer during the Michigan Sun Run, and even then, no matter how tired we were, how hungry we were, how frustrated we were, or how stressed we were, she maintained a level head and played an instrumental role to getting us from New York to LA. And with that, please help me in welcoming Assistant Director of Student Affairs, Mariah Fiumara. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adam, for that amazing, wonderful introduction. Hi, everybody. My name is Mariah Fiumara, and as Adam mentioned, I have had a wonderful, long, and very full and interesting relationship with the Solar Car team. I have had a wonderful joy of being able to help them navigate not only university policies and processes and crises, unfortunately, at different times, but also amazing memories, like helping them figure out how to unstick rice from a rice cooker in a hotel bathroom. Different things that you never know would come up as part of the job. But what I really want to be able to say here tonight is how much I want to talk about the people behind this car. These students are incredible individuals. They are wonderful people that I am wowed by every day. No matter the challenges that come up, no matter the crises, the interpersonal relationships, they're always, always committed, tenacious, innovative, and caring at their core. Because of this, I am so incredibly excited for the unveiling of Astrum that we will see here tonight. Not only does this car mean a chance to return to Australia and a plan to take that victory, but it is also a visual representation of everything this team has accomplished. I want everyone to think about the work that you have individually put into this, all those long nights, the blood, sweat, and tears, and yes, probably actually all 3 of those. And just take a moment to really be proud of that work. We have a long road ahead of us at the race. It's gonna be fun, exciting, complicated, and complex. But this is a chance for you to recognize how far that you all have gotten. However, this vehicle is not only a commitment of your individual hard work, it is also a representation of what you guys were able to do as a team, as a whole. One of the main things that I've learned from my many years of working with the Solar Car team is just how critical every role is to the success of achieving something this momentous. From solving problems to the car on the side of the road, to driving it, to, hey, the people were setting up camp to make sure we have a safe place to sleep and be, and hopefully a dry place to be. At all of those things, I want you to know that every single person is critical. Every step you take is critical. And because of that, I hope tonight we can all celebrate not only each person that we're here with, hoping to represent and recognize, but the team as a group. We are incredibly excited what this race could bring, but at the same time, know that Michigan Engineering is already incredibly proud of the growth and learning you all have accomplished together. So with that in mind, go fast, go smooth, and go blue.
Thank you, Mariah. We're so appreciative of everything you've done for our team. And good evening, everyone. My name is Will Jones, and I'm the project manager for the University of Michigan Solar Car team. We are absolutely thrilled to be returning to the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge and competing again. For many of us, competition is what we live for, and it's incredibly exciting to have the opportunity to compete again on the world stage. Our team experienced a hard reset with the 4-year break in competition, and we are eager to show the world what the University of Michigan is capable of. It's an incredible opportunity to compete against teams from all around the world, representing the University of Michigan and the United States. Since its founding, the UM Solar Car team has been competing at the highest level, and we are deeply grateful to be able to build upon the success and legacy of our sponsors and alumni. Thanks to their groundwork and accomplishments, we can proudly say we are standing on the shoulders of giants and have been able to build what I can only describe as an absolutely beautiful car. I've expressed to our team on numerous occasions, this is the best team I've ever been a part of. Being a member of a race crew is extremely difficult, and it requires a group of extraordinary individuals committed to pursuing this dream. Designing, manufacturing, and testing our solar car Astrum have not been easy tasks. We've experienced many challenges this year, and each time we've been able to overcome, adapt, and learn. And I have no doubt that we have many more challenges ahead on our road to the World Solar Challenge. Yet, it is only because of the phenomenal team we have assembled that I am confident, no matter the challenge ahead, we have the team to conquer it. With all of that said, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the remarkable individuals who will be by my side as we race Astrum across the Australian outback. All right, first, Elijah Buell. Terry Lee. Bonnie Zhu, Min Kwan, Angie Leong, Babak Izadka, Chris Gray, Ian Stewart, Taylor Kessinger, Jack Getty, Leo Intellisano, Ian Baker, Ronak Parikh, Nate Gustafson, Ethan Lay, Joey Harrington, Mingyao Tao, Matthew Anderson, Shoria Bonsal, and last, Adam Jankelovitz. Next, I would like to welcome Terry to introduce Astrum to the world.
Thank you, Will. It's such an honor to be here. Good evening. My name is Terry, and I've played various roles in leading and shaping this team's engineering over the past few years, with the most recent being the role of lead vehicle engineer. This is a day we've been looking forward to for so long. Since our last international competition in 2019, challenges from the past few years have forced us to reinvent ourselves. But we have found such great opportunity in these circumstances, and in the process of making countless changes to the team, we've reinvented our approach to vehicle engineering as a whole. But all this change and everything you see today represents so much more than just the efforts of the 20 people behind me. It's the culmination of many, many years of work by hundreds of teammates and endless support from thousands around the world, including those at Michigan, our sponsors, our family, and our friends. This was only made possible because all of us worked together, and we're finally ready to show the results to the world. Astrum is our expression of a new era, a new standard, and a new beginning. Despite the challenges faced by our team and the entire world over the past few years, we're all together, ready to shoot for the stars. Astrum is a testament to this journey, and without further ado, we proudly present her to the world.
The team as a whole this year said, let's push it to the absolute max. No one has stopped and said, well, this is good enough. It's always, how can we get better?
every single component we've pushed so hard to be the best in the world. I don't think it's one thing. It's not the battery, it's not the solar array, it's not the motor, the suspension, the composites. It's every single aspect of the car.
Think about something and you dream about something and you look at something on the computer screen and then it's in your hands and you're like, this was in my brain 6 months ago, like how am I holding it? And it's very exciting.
So this is Astrum. Since coming up with the initial concept design in 2020, we have poured more than 100,000 hours into developing this car. Our goal was to reinvent engineering on the University of Michigan Solar Car team, and as a result, we have designed one of, if not the fastest, solar car in our team's recorded history. As I reflect on the challenges in the team's engineering, or the changes in the team's engineering over the past few years, 3 aspects about this year in particular stood out to me. There was so much that went into making Astrum Astrum, but today I will only focus on these 3 aspects. The first is that we focused on the bigger picture. We started by taking a step back and asking ourselves, what does it really take to win the Bridgestone World Solar Challenge? What does this car really need to do? We didn't start by designing the lightest suspension that wouldn't break or the most aerodynamic exterior shell possible. We designed with purpose, and we solved the challenges that mattered the most first. Focusing on the bigger picture ensured that we didn't compromise, we optimized. My second observation is that while we remained focused on this bigger picture, we were also exceptionally detail-oriented. We pushed so hard to get as much performance possible out of every subsystem and really strove to achieve perfection down to each nut, bolt, and wire. And lastly, my third observation is that we were extraordinarily ambitious in both design and manufacturing. When we derived our subsystem requirements from our vehicle performance target, I remember everyone in the room looked around at each other and asked, how on earth is this even possible? But we really pushed the limits of what could be done and also enhanced our manufacturing to make all of these designs possible in the real world. And by being extraordinarily ambitious, we were often able to do and even surpass what we thought was impossible. This drive to push every aspect of our engineering to its absolute limit is what defines Astrum. And moving forward, we'll examine the vehicle in more detail, first with Joey Harrington, who will discuss the architecture, shape, and layout of the car. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Joey Harrington. As a vehicle dynamics engineer, I evaluate performance, handling, and stability on a vehicle level. I focus on how the steering, brakes, suspension, wheel layout, aerodynamics, and distribution of mass throughout the car come together to impact the car's feel. And so in designing Astrum, I've had a heavy hand in the vehicle architecture and putting a lot of thought, care, and analysis into how we set up the car so every system contributes to a fast and stable driving experience. To achieve that driving experience, Astrum's architecture is driven by a couple guiding principles. The car needs to be lightweight, it needs to have a low center of mass, and generate a small drag force. In order to accomplish all these, we started by eliminating anything that wasn't critical to the function and safety of the car. We cut a motor, suspension, and wheel assembly in making the transition to 3 wheels, and coordinated an effort to be deliberate about the weight and placement of every system. The driver's position optimizes the fore-aft weight distribution of the car for handling and allows more cell area behind the canopy. Thousands of iterations of aerodynamic and vehicle simulations led us to an optimal solution of aero body curvature, minimizing drag, while allowing the car to harness the wind and remain resilient to the gusts of the Australian outback. We pursued large-scale design modifications, like changing the egress path for the battery from the top of the car to the side of the car. This feature enables a flatter design for the battery pack, lower center of mass for the car, and a stronger geometry in the composite bodies, reducing their weight. These design decisions with cascading performance improvements are riddled throughout the car. The result of all this effort is that Astrum has over a 20% reduction in drag from our last car, and the frontal area is the smallest of any Michigan solar car ever produced. The advancements in packaging and aerodynamics on Astrum required thousands of hours of CAD and CFD simulations. Access to powerful software tools like Siemens NX and Star CCM Plus enable us to develop and iterate our designs before taking them into the real world. I would now like to welcome to the stage Audrey Villarreal on behalf of Siemens Digital Industries. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Audrey Villarreal, and I manage the Siemens Accelerator for Startups program at Siemens Digital Industries Software. It is my distinct pleasure to be here tonight representing Siemens as a proud sponsor and to support the University of Michigan Solar Car team as they unveil Astrum. And I have to say, it looks very impressive, so very excited to be here. So at Siemens, we strongly believe in supporting the advancement of education and nurturing the next generation of engineers and innovators. Our partnership with the University of Michigan Solar Car team is a testament to our commitment to empowering students and assisting them in realizing their potential. We understand the importance of fostering a collaborative environment that allows young minds to flourish, pushing the boundaries of what is possible and solving the world's most difficult problems. Today, we witness the culmination of countless hours of hard work, dedication, and unwavering passion from the talented students involved in this remarkable project. The solar car represents more than just an incredible feat of engineering. It symbolizes a brighter future of where sustainable solutions can reimagine our world. At Siemens, we recognize that innovation is the lifeblood of progress, and tonight we have witnessed firsthand the brilliance and ingenuity of these students. It is truly an honor for Siemens to be a part of this journey by providing some of the resources and tools and to witness the limitless potential of these young engineers. As the team has unveiled Astrum tonight, let us not only celebrate the students' accomplishments, but also acknowledge the power of collaboration and innovation. Together, we can push the boundaries of what is possible, finding sustainable solutions to the challenges that lie ahead. So to the team, congratulations. I am so excited to hear how you do in Australia. I hope that you get first place. So good luck and go blue. Bye.
Thank you, Audrey, and thank you to everyone at Siemens for everything you do to support our team and help us unlock all of our potentials to design a car like this. As we look at designing a car, making sure it's safe, making sure it's aerodynamic, we have to look at actually building it. How are we going to steer it? How are we going to stop it? And everything else to make sure that this thing beside me here is actually a car and that it's safe. So with that, let's talk a little bit about the mechanical systems, and the manufacturing that went into making Astrum. And to do that, I'd like to invite Crew Chief and Manufacturing Director Nate Gustafson up to the stage. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Nate Gustafson. I'm the 2023 Crew Chief and Manufacturing Director. I've been a member of the Michigan Solar Car team for 3 years, serving as the lead mechanical engineer for the last 2. Astrum challenges the perception and idea of what a Michigan solar car is. Every mechanical or structural part on the car is customized and pushed to be better than anything we've built before. Fueled by our desire to succeed, we have employed new methods of manufacturing, analysis, and design optimization that have allowed us to reach new heights. The approach to Astrum's mechanical design was based in system-level decision-making backed by data. This retooled process challenged the mechanical team to take our designs to the next level, and on many occasions, we made concessions of the mechanical parts to enable the overall efficiency of the entire vehicle to improve. By looking at the bigger picture, we pushed ourselves to innovate the design of our wheels, our steering, and our occupant cell, all in pursuit of the most aerodynamically efficient car possible. Nevertheless, Astrum is on pace to be the lightest solar car the University of Michigan has put on the road in our 33 years of solar racing. This truly speaks to the ingenuity and dedication of the engineers on our team. In the past, we have a team has struggled to bridge the gap between the designs we create in the virtual world and the parts that we eventually manufacture, particularly when it comes to the vehicle's composites. So this year, we threw away the status quo and we rewrote the book, innovating new ways to create complex geometries with precision not simply possible in our old framework. In taking on these new challenges, we were in need of a guiding hand. Partnering with Roush Advanced Composites has enabled us to execute on our manufacturing vision to turn our designs into a reality. Without their resources and support, we could not have built the car standing beside me on stage. We spent 2 full months in the Roush facilities manufacturing Astrum. And with that, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Dan O'Reilly, General Manager of Roush Advanced Composites and longtime supporter of the team. Dan has gone to great lengths to enable our team to be successful and teach us the ins and outs of composites. We are honored to have him here with us today. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nate, for the warm welcome. I mean, look at the car. Isn't it amazing? All right, so I was going to tell you I was general manager. I was going to tell you my name, but he beat me to it, so I guess I'll just skip a couple lines. But anyways, I've been to these events several times. This is the first time I've been invited to speak. So thank you for the team to allow me to put this into my own words. It's been a long time coming. If you don't know Roush, it's really synonymous with engineering, racing, and ingenuity. We know a thing or two about developing a vehicle that can rise to the occasion. So coming to us for help was, in my book, the right call. While I don't yet feel old to think that I've been personally supporting the U of M Solar Car team for 16 years and Roush for, 17, 18 years, well, I feel old. Having seen multiple classes of these students rise to the challenge, compete, and then move on to being, highly versatile and well-rounded members of our society that are professionals and their passion cannot be matched is something that I think is far understated. It takes a lot of passion to do what these students have done. The work ethic and the problem solving needed to successfully navigate a program like this, just most people don't understand. These kids persevered. I know what the final hours have been like for them. So give them a round of applause for these last couple days. I can say for a fact that these are the skills that employers in the field are looking for. It's what I'm looking for. This is the best real-world training that any program manager, engineer, operations manager can get. So anyone who has the solar car program on their resume automatically is shuffled to the top of the list. And I hope all you guys realize that, because the last generation, I hired a bunch of you guys. While myself, I'm not from Michigan, nor am I a graduate from U of M. I have a strong relationship here to Ann Arbor. All my children were born here, right here in Ann Arbor. While I haven't spent a lot of time on university, the university has come to me. So they already said they spent the last couple months in my shop. Well, they've been doing that for decades. And so I've met class after class after class of kids. And just when you get to know them, they grow up and they leave you, So I'm so proud of these kids, I couldn't be prouder. Congratulations to the team, and may your hard work pay off. Hail, hail to the victors, and go blue.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you to everyone in Roush. You guys are really like our family. As Dan said, and Nate before him, we've been at Roush pretty much every day for 12, 13, 14, 15, sometimes 18 hours a day. I know myself, I was there overnight one time a couple weeks ago, getting this car out of there for the first time, which was super, super exciting. And it's been a fantastic experience working with Roush so closely this year and for many years in the past. So we've built a car. Great. We have a car, it can roll, it won't tip over, it's strong, it's safe. But this is a solar car, right? It has to have power. It has to have a solar array to make it really a solar car. And that's easier said than done, of course. And while I'm an econ student who doesn't know much about electrical engineering, so I think I'm going to leave that for the experts. And speaking of which, let me invite electrical engineer Taylor Kessinger up to the stage to talk a little bit more about the electronics of this car. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Like Adam said, my name is Taylor Kessinger, and I've had the pleasure of serving as this year's electrical lead, and now I'm even more proud to say that I'm on this year's race crew as a microsystems engineer. So from the previous presentations, I'm sure you all can tell that this is a highly efficient racing vehicle. But what truly transforms Astrum from just being a highly efficient racing vehicle into a highly efficient solar-powered racing vehicle is, of course, the solar electric powertrain. The powertrain encompasses everything from the solar array on the top shell of the car to the battery and motors tucked inside. These individual components work together to accomplish one primary goal: power the car and power it efficiently. In other words, maximize net energy. This process starts with maximizing power in, the responsibility of the solar array. When the array isn't catching too much sunlight up here on stage, but when it is under the sun, we will see a 33% increase in module efficiency compared to the previous car with a silicon array. This directly translates to a 33% increase in power delivered to the car, accomplished with the most efficient silicon solar cells the team has ever used. This, in no small part, is due to the tremendous support we have received from First Solar, the leading American solar technology company and our first premier sponsor, whose guidance has been invaluable in the design and manufacture of our array. We found First Solar's expertise, enthusiasm, and presence in the solar industry to be unmatched, especially when it comes to the sourcing of our high-efficiency solar cells and the installation of the solar modules, which will be completed in their facilities. The battery is the second component in this process which stores the energy that the array provides. In 2019, the team switched from typical cylindrical cells to pouch cells with a drastic increase in performance. Building on this success, the team is once again pushing the envelope of what is possible with the introduction of industry-leading silicon nanowire technology from our partner, Amprius Technologies. Not only do the cells showcase a significant improvement in energy density, but on the full pack level, they provide a stunning 41% increase in battery capacity compared to our team's pack that raced in the previous Bridgestone World Solar Challenge. Maximizing net energy isn't the only important factor in the design of our electrical systems. Much like the mechanical parts, excellence in manufacturing is crucial for the electrical components, which is why we have elected to build not one, but 2 full battery packs and 2 solar arrays. We will leverage the knowledge and experience we gain from the first attempts to pursue perfection for the final products. Furthermore, these first pass systems have allowed us to perform far more extensive testing and characterization than would be possible on a single part, enabling us to have completed the most extensive and comprehensive powertrain testing that the team has ever done. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Kang Sun, CEO of our partner, Amprius Technologies, to talk more about our collaboration with Amprius.
First, thank you for inviting Amprius to participate in this exciting event. Amprius is very glad to have our battery to power Astrum this year. Amprius is a high energy density, high power density lithium-ion battery developer and manufacturer. A couple months ago, we just finished another design of a next generation lithium-ion battery with energy density 500 watt per kilo. So this battery has at least twice energy than any commercial EV battery in the market. So last time I come to this campus was over 30 years ago as a national science scholar studying under Professor Charles Overberg at the Macromolecular Science Center. So that visit left me lasting impression of an impressive intellectual capacity at the university. Amprius would like to collaborate with the university in battery material development, battery cell design, and battery applications. Of course, we will continuously sponsor and support university's solar car program with most powerful battery in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sun, and thank you to everyone at Amprius for helping us design what is hopefully the best battery pack we've ever made. And when we build our second one down in Australia in just over a month from now, we're certain that'll be even better than the one we've already built, as we've learned through the lessons of already manufacturing and testing our first pack. So thank you, Amprius. So battery technology and the storage of electricity is a vital step in a more sustainable future, allowing us to deal with the dips and the spikes in electric needs throughout the day and throughout various seasons. However, another company that we've worked exceptionally closely with over the past year is also working towards bringing forward a more sustainable and environmentally friendly future for all. Over the past year, it has been a pleasure to work with First Solar to design an incredible array, and we look forward to installing it in their facilities in the coming weeks. It's been incredible to work with them. Their industry insights, their technical know-how, and everything else has been invaluable in serving this team to build what we hope is a better array, a better silicon array than we've ever built before. So with that, please help me in welcoming VP of Product at First Solar, Nick Strevel, up to the stage.
Hey, thank you so much. I tell you what, I cold called these guys a year ago, and I think Adam is the one that wrote me back and said, sure, a solar company down the street. I didn't know there was really something there. And I have to say, I looked into it, and it is particularly alarming to me how virtually non-existent the involvement of the solar industry is with the solar racing program. And our mission in this industry is so aligned to what these students are doing. the dedication that all of the individuals that are in the solar industry that are trying. I mean, it's a hundreds of billions growing to $1 trillion a year industry, and it's really changing the world. And we're really proud of that to be part of it. So First Solar is the largest manufacturer of solar technology in the Western Hemisphere. We're the only American headquartered company in the top 10 of manufacturers doing this anymore. And we are just right down the road from the University of Michigan. So it's actually with large regret and with incredible excitement that we're just getting involved in this and just getting involved with these students and seeing the incredible effort, the capability that they bring. Our associates have been engaged with them over the last year, and the benefits are so many, I think, in both directions for us, and the rewarding experience that we're having working with these students. And I think there's definitely a lot that we can bring to offer to them, but with many of these things, and I'm sure many teachers feel this way, I'm sure there's many in the education field here, what you get back from being involved with them is maybe tenfold. And I certainly feel that. I speak on everyone on behalf of First Solar that we're so proud, and we're excited to see what they're going to do. And we're going to give everything we have to earn the place that we've put ourselves on their car and earn really the trust in the team and to support them. Because like I said, I think the industry in general, I mean, I've looked at the teams that have won these races. I've checked their cars. I've seen the stickers on them. There's almost no one involved. And like I said, it's a massive industry. And I know this is more than a solar thing. There's all the other disciplines that are involved is unbelievable. The undertaking is huge. However, it is a solar car race, and it's just astounding to me the lack of involvement there. But we're going to change that, and we're really committed to be a long-term partner with this program. We're excited to see what they can do. I will see you all in Darwin when you embark on your journey, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I think this is just the beginning of such a great relationship that we have, and I hope that you guys all find it as rewarding as we have. So we're very proud and very excited for you. I can't wait to see what you're going to accomplish, and just know that you've already given so much back to us as a company, and we're so excited to see what you are. You truly are the future leaders of this industry and of many industries wherever you go. These students are very special. So I mean that a lot. I meet a lot of students. I've seen a lot of programs, and I'm very excited with this. Hopefully you can see that in the tone here. So I'm really happy for you guys. We're very excited. Whatever First Solar can do to make this program a success now and into the future, I will be personally, and our company will be committed to supporting that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. As Nick said, yes, this is not just a race, but it's a solar race. So it is fantastic to now work with the largest solar manufacturer in the United States so closely. And yes, they are just down the road, which is absolutely fantastic when we go to do array install next week. It means that we're not driving hours and hours. It's a quick 45-minute drive instead. And we look forward to seeing you down in Darwin. It's great that you're going to be joining us down there and racing alongside us through the Outback. So now we have a car. It's designed, it's safe, it's strong, it's built, it has a powertrain, it has a great solar array, but now we have to race it across one of the most demanding environments on the planet. And it's not like a Formula One race per se, where you're just going pretty much as quickly as possible and then slowing down for turns and things like that. It's about optimizing every single second and every single mile of that race to ensure we use our limited energy as wisely as possible. We have to make sure that we don't burn it all too quickly nor that we're too conservative and end the race with 45% still in the pack. So with that, to talk a little bit more about how we do that successfully, please help me in welcoming Shurya Bansal, one of our race strategists, up to the stage.
Thank you, Adam. I'm Shurya Bansal, one of our race strategists this year. As I'm sure you all can tell at this point, there are a lot of moving pieces on this car. And with so many different parts, there are a lot of trade-offs to be made as well. Our job on strategy is to make sure that we make the right ones. For example, do we want our car to be more aerodynamic, or do we want to be able to collect more energy from the sun? Do we want our battery to be in the front of the car, or do we want it to be safe and secure behind the driver's seat? Throughout this past year, we have worked tirelessly to answer these questions and ensure that this is the best car we could have possibly built. These answers dig into the underlying math behind solar cars. Making these trade-off decisions is hard. Making these trade-off decisions correctly is even harder. And ensuring and proving that the decisions we made are correct, even more difficult and requires a lot of mathematics. We spent the whole year validating and rebuilding these mathematical models from the ground up, working with industry professionals whenever we could. And we've come a long way, none of which would have been possible without all the hard work and dedication of all of our strategists. I think I see a few of you in the crowd, so give yourselves a pat on the back. Now, of course, building the world's best solar car is one thing. Driving it across the grueling conditions of the Australian outback, that's a whole other kangaroo to box. So this year, we really dove deep into how we actually race. And the first step to answering that question is knowing how our car really performs. Along with a whole new slew of race optimization algorithms, we are working tirelessly to characterize our car, to get the numbers that represent how Astrum really performs. This characterization is key. It gives us the ability to precisely predict how energy moves throughout the entire vehicle, from the solar array that powers the car to the tires that propel our vehicle forward. And we couldn't have done this without the help of our amazing sponsors, like Ford. By collaborating with them through the testing of Astrum at their facilities, we are on track to have some of the best data we've ever had at the University of Michigan. And on that note, here's Peter Bejan from Ford's Electrified Vehicles program to tell you more about our partnership.
Thank you for that kind introduction. I have to agree with Will, it's a beautiful vehicle. When they did the unveiling, I actually got chills. It's an amazing vehicle, and then you just look at it, thinking about all the aerodynamics in the frontal area, I really felt inspired, and it's such a privilege to be here at the Michigan Theater. For those of you who don't know, Michigan Theater is over 95 years old. This is a building with a lot of history, and it's wonderful to be in a building like this for an unveiling like this. I'd like to thank all the other sponsors, the sponsors who are also not here today, who helped make this possible, the faculty, the friends, and especially the families and the parents of these awesome students that are part of this incredible team. Without them, none of this is possible. It's amazing that in 14 weeks, just 14 weeks, this vehicle will be in Australia. And for those of you who haven't seen the map where it races, it kind of splits the continent in half. It goes from the north to the south. It's over 3,000 kilometers. And it's incredible. And I had the privilege of talking to Adam, who's been kind of the MC for this event at M-City during testing, and talking about the vehicle and the architecture and the in-house telemetry and boards. And I was asking him about the software and what they do and the simulation and all that goes into it. It's just amazing what these students do to bring this all home. And the Solar Car team, the work that's done, and echoing the comments from our Roush colleague and the First Solar colleagues, about what an incredible experience it is to bring a vehicle like this into production, and that it's hard to understand and appreciate it. I agree with that comment from Roush 100%. From the design phase to the build phase to testing, everything's got to be on time. Time is a huge commodity. You can never get it back. Weight, advanced materials. We heard Nate talk about advanced materials, about making trade-offs to make sure you have the best possible vehicle. Aerodynamics, there's thousands of attributes. And they don't just do that. They market, right? They put on events like this, and they create this energy around the solar car and create this awesome, diverse team that does incredible things. And it's that relentless drive to be great and to win that Ford shares with the solar car team. We share that restlessness for greatness, which is why we are so enthusiastic about supporting the solar car team, which we've been doing since 1992. Ford's purpose is to build a better world, and to build a world where people are free to move and to pursue their dreams. And that's what the solar car team does. So we feel an affinity to the solar car team and what they're doing. Right now at Ford, we're in the middle of a transformation ourselves. We're becoming a software-based company in many ways, and having software-based vehicles, we're going to deliver experiences that customers couldn't even imagine, wonderful experiences that customers couldn't imagine, and delivering experiences that are going to be great for our customers. And the solar car team does just that as well, right? We know for the solar car team to be victorious, they need to think differently than their predecessors did. They need to think differently than their competitors do. You heard about that earlier with how the strategy and how this whole team set this up. And they also need to work harder. So they need to think better than others, their competitors and their predecessors, and they work harder, which is just an incredible, incredible thing to imagine and to bring to reality. So we're confident that you're going to be victorious, that you've demonstrated how you think and how you work. We've heard it all. And we wish you all the best in the Solar Car Challenge, and go blue.
Thank you, Peter. Over the last 2 months, the Win the World campaign has fundraised over $22,000 from 52 individual donors to support the team. With these resources, we're able to build the best solar car possible, and we would like to thank all of our generous donors who contributed to this fundraiser and everyone who helped us to build Astrum. We'd also like to give a special shout out to the individuals who made an especially large contribution to Win the World. A special thanks to Furkan Naziri, Andy Carmody, Jose Alvarez, Doug Parker, Julia Hawley, John Federspiel, Dan Ross, Andy Wallbearer, Niana Parikh, Rachel and Steve Heckman, Darlene Smith, Stacy Reese, Michael Kanemoto, Josh Feldman, Gerald Chang, Andrew Warner, and Hui Lei. Thank you all again for your immense support of the team. We'd also like to congratulate the winner of our Win the World Legacy Challenge. The team with the greatest amount donated is Maize and Blue with over $7,000, and a sticker commemorating Maize and Blue will be featured on Astrum to honor their legacy. In conclusion, I would like to thank everyone who came out tonight and contributed to making this dream a reality. To the sponsors who've believed in us from day one, to the teammates not up on stage, but who have worked just as hard to make this dream possible, to the friends and family who might not always understand the long days and sleepless nights, but have been there every step of the way, to all the friends we've made along the way, we would not be here without you. You have positively changed every single one of our futures, and we are in your debt. To the rest of the teams watching from around the world, we cannot wait to meet you in Australia and show you what we're capable of. Have a great night, everyone, and go blue.